It has been used and abused for 16 years. But today is the day of reckoning. We are going to assess the damage. And to help us, we have a 1 million board foot Wood-Mizer milling master. Meet Murphy.
Hello, I'm Murphy. I wonder what we'll see when we see the sawmill. Let's go.
It's even like almost orange still.
Yes, I remember that color. My first sawmill turned that color.
Well, have a look. What do you see?
Well, that's nice and firm. That's exciting. And have you changed your wheels at all?
Nope.
B57 belts? They still look okay. Have you ever changed these guys?
No.
And there's still the original motor.
Yep.
And your air cleaner. Do you clean that lots?
I don't
Okay.
remember seeing the air cleaner. Boy, I just noticed that muffler.
Yeah.
I think Dave must have just done that. I'm gonna blame Dave. That's not really attached anymore. I'm excited to make it less embarrassing. Like, you know, life does its thing, and basically this thing was the sacrificial lamb for the last 16 years. And the truth is, like, you know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? So when things break, you got to fix them. And this thing just hasn't really broken.
It isn't really broken.
Like, it just keeps working.
Yeah.
Even though there's probably like 100 things on here that actually are broken, it's still working. Well,
Anyhow,
once you look into it.
We'll go over it tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow's the big day. We're going to go through
Yes.
it, fine-tooth comb,
Yeah.
find every problem.
Yeah. And just see what we can do to get it ready for
The next 16 years.
the adventures that you're going to go on it.
Okay,
Good.
tomorrow we'll be back. You ready for this?
Pretty
Got-
exciting.
Got your school books?
My school books.
Look what we found. After 16 years, we found the maintenance manual. And wouldn't you know, it's
Brand
never-
new.
It's never been flipped through. I'm not proud of this, okay? I just want you all to know. I think it's great to maintain things, but also sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you don't. And those are the times when you're really proud of the machine that just keeps going. But it is time, and I'm excited to give this thing some love. So Rose is going to make a list of all the little things we got to do. Some of them are big things, and then some of them we can do right away. Some of them we're going to order parts, and hopefully by the end of this thing's going to be running like a brand new Rolls Royce. Does a Rolls Royce actually run well? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did I miss the first thing on the list?
Rose, pay attention in class.
Sorry. What was the first item?
Pay attention.
Well, I see an item right here. So this, well, I'll tell you a story. So I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but Dave drove the tool cat right into the mill last year. And this whole mill, in fact, we could reenact it. But like the mill went from this direction to that direction down there.
Right over. Wow.
And so there is some residual damage. So number one, Rose, is the battery mount.
Oh, it's rolling okay though?
Well, I mean, it's rolling.
Yeah. So officially it would have a couple little felt pads under here.
Yeah.
What's that?
Number two, felt pads.
One of the first things we always want to check on a mill is the tension. And Wood-Mizer uses about 3 different tension techniques. And this guy is really exciting in that it's low cost, and this expands. It gets fatter when it compresses, and the goal is to have this orange washer aligned with the head of that bolt, and you never want to adjust that.
I do remember adjusting when I got it.
Yeah.
And I've never touched it since.
Okay.
So it hasn't changed in 16 years. That's amazing.
The next check is when you come to a mill, you always want to check that these blade guides are freewheeling. And we'll probably dig a little bit of sawdust out of the back of them. And you want to shake them and listen to them as they roll. And those are very critical. And one of the things we're going to do now is we're going to start it up. I'm going to run this and see if the gullets of the blade here are in the right spot compared to here. Between a 16th and an 8th. From the gullet to this face of the wheel. And that's what you want. And if that was not correct, you would come way around here, clockwise to move blade outward, counterclockwise to move blade inward. Next, let's tension it up and just check the alignment. This is called a blade guide alignment tool. You want it in a gullet. And then we're going to check forward and reverse from that. And that's pretty well right on 5 inches. Now we're going to crank it ahead and measure over this same bed. And we are 4 3/4.
That sounds pretty good.
That's pretty good. So we're going to align it so we're within an 1/8 of an inch, 32nd. But first we're going to check the other side.
Okay.
And here we have 5 1/16, 5 1/16, and 5 1/16. So we're within an 1/8 of an inch there. So that's pretty good. The next check we're going to do is to pick a down tooth. So let's crank it so that this is right over here. 4 7/8, 4 3/4. So in other words, it's cutting a little bit this way.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to bring that up.
Write that down, Rose. The blade pitch we got to fix, and the
levelness of the bed.
The unlevelness. I think we can go ahead and just write muffler on there. I think that's kind of a guarantee. Should get a new one of those.
Sure, it still works.
Oh, these are these pieces of wood you were talking about.
No, actually, there's another one that used to go in here.
Okay.
But that's probably to prevent belt slap. You can see there.
So this one's missing a screw.
Okay. So pretty all any.
Screw for wood thing.
And can you pop off this cover?
Yep.
Because we want to have a look and see what remains of the air filter.
I don't really want to check that in front of the
I
camera.
Oh, look.
We got a foam filter.
There's a foam filter.
Hey.
I wonder what that is.
I wonder if that could be cleaned.
All right. Woohoo!
Oh my goodness.
Every 15, 16 years, whether it needs it or not.
That is just packed. This is so sloppy, it's not even doing anything, this foam anymore. Yeah, we can just hem that up, sew it up, just like my pants.
It's not a lot of sawdust coming out of there for 15 years.
Well, it's just not coming out. It's just packed so solid in there.
It's on the list.
And while he's doing that, we're going to measure the tension on this.
You know, I don't think we've replaced any of these belts ever.
Yeah.
That one definitely has some cracking.
It'd be good to have an extra one.
What is that one called?
Just
The drive belt. So there.
It's like bang on.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Perfect will do.
We need a new belt,
Oh, okay.
but the tension's good.
Oh, good.
I don't want to throw Dave under the bus or anything, but I think that bent when we had the big accident. If it was an accident. Okay, so that is as tight as it would go. It's not quite touching, but it's way closer.
Yeah. Here we go, coming loose.
Your last blade?
Apparently. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but it's our last blade. Like, someone used all the other blades. So we're swapping.
Yeah. And then we probably want to get in there and just see if there's any big buildups.
There's tons, yeah. Look at all the pitch. It's like rock hard. That's not coming out.
So that's something to keep an eye on when you're sawing, especially if you hear a thump, 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 thump. The pitch gets in there and then it attracts the sawdust.
Before we move on, are these ones, like they actually don't look cracked or anything? Like, do I need to replace these?
When you see a shiny spot develop on the metal of the wheel, you know it's gone too far.
Oh, okay, okay.
But if you can see a 16th of an inch,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Okay. So they are getting pretty low, eh?
It's time to...
So maybe I should get new ones.
Yep, you should.
Okay.
They're called B57 belts.
We need 2 B57s.
So Wood-Mizer does have a video on this, But watch my elbows, they're going to come way out.
Oh.
Okay? And then my suggestion, if you get a blade like this and you're not experienced uncoiling it, you pick a spot with not too much gravel. I'm going to throw it over there. It's going to
He wants you to.
be like a grenade. You ready?
Nice.
And it sings a satisfying song while doing it.
Oh.
Bling, 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 bling. Hold on, I think Rose should try that.
That.
Yeah, here.
What?
Yeah, we need to like. I mean, it's easy for the pro to do it, but
Why me?
because you're the trainee.
Oh, I'm the trainee.
Yeah, twist it up. I'm gonna stand back here.
Twist with your wrists. There we go.
Oh yeah,
Excellent, excellent.
you got it.
That is very good.
Pretty good.
Sawdust scrapers.
How many do you need?
You
We need all of them.
Need two. And this is fairly fractured.
Oh, I just want you to. Did you catch that? Him breaking that? I just want to know if that's going to be covered under warranty. We need to fix the water nozzle because right now, I used to, but now I only have the one valve at the top, and that's annoying. The bucket's actually working very well.
Bucket and some kind of little sock strainer to keep most of the sawdust out. Yeah, unwashed.
Yeah, the rope. This is the wrong type, but also the wrong diameter. So this is working properly. So on the way back, we often just pull it, but then watch what happens. Oops, it knots immediately.
We're going to take off these guys
Okay.
and have a look inside there.
Okay. Okay, so this guy should be loose. Oh, there's like a felty thing. But it looks like it needs a new piece of felt, Rose. Felt track scraper. So the trick is these scrapers are supposed to be here to keep all this sawdust off.
That's right.
And then the lubrication is on the inside, just like shining it up. So it's not going to work until we get a scraper on here. Just a loose bolt under here.
Probably wasn't very important.
It just holds the track together.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so the mill doesn't fall apart.
Right, right.
So here we have one,
Oh yeah.
and here's one. That sounds gone. That's good. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Small track bearings.
Yes.
Times 4.
Oh boy.
Write it down. Rose,
Yes.
remember that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Yes.
You know how they use Windex to like solve
Yes.
everything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Murphy and his
Automatic transmission.
ATF.
Yeah.
This is really important because this keeps the sawmill on the track. And it'd be nice to take it off and lift a bit and see how this bearing is.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, now get your hand under it and feel it. Are you okay or not?
Yeah, it
okay?
doesn't feel bad at all, actually.
Does it feel dry? Okay.
I think there's more damage to this than we know.
Yeah.
This bore the brunt.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that time when there was this huge catastrophe and someone, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but Dave was operating the
happens,
tool cat, and did I tell you about that?
Yeah.
The thing fell down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is the thing that we got to look at. Look at this. See this collision point? Watch. Mill goes down, mill comes up, and then whack. So that is not right. That's because this whole thing is totally bent. And what I just learned is that there's actually air shocks in here that actually helps lift theoretically. Like, I wonder if this whole assembly is something a guy can buy. Gas shock tower lifting cable thing. Well, I think we've gotten used to it, but like, I don't think I used to have to use all my abs. Let's check the oil.
Just a couple.
Oh, it's got oil. Pretty proud of that. We need this decal. Because this, I mean, we use this all the time, but it's getting really hard to read. The teeth are 1/16. So if you're just going a 16th at a time, no problem.
Good. 3 1/2 and 1/8, and that is 3 1/2. So it needs to come up a little bit more.
I go back and forth between blaming the mill and then blaming ourselves, because when you clamp the log, it's often really tricky to not like actually wedge the log up a hair and not even notice. And if you wedge it up 1/8 and then you're 1/8 out, you're like, well,
That's why.
that's my fault.
Yeah.
But now we actually know that it was always the mill's fault. So here's the list. Here's page 1, and here's page 2. This thing is awesome. This thing's gonna be like a brand new
girl.
Yeah, like a fiance.
What? No.
Yeah, what?
Wrong word.
Like a fiance?
No.
Like a
No, just stop.
It's just a wood mill, but it's gonna be brand new here shortly.
What's happening?
Oh man.
It's like Christmas morning. You got all the Wood-Mizer stuff?
We got all the Wood-Mizer stuff, except we did not order the thing that helps it lift. We're gonna take it out, and I'm gonna bend it because it got bent, but I'm also gonna test it to see if it's still working. I kind of don't think it's working, but I wanted to make sure, because it was like 500 bucks. All of this stuff, this was around 1,000. Let's see, what do we got? Some belts, air filter. You just put your unwashed sock on that. That bag's empty. Maybe it used to have these bearings in it.
Maybe.
Let's put them in there. Oh my goodness. They actually sell a piece of wood. That's that piece up by the blade. It stops the blade from slapping against the metal. But it's literally just like a tiny block of wood. That's funny. Some more bearings. Lots of little bearings in here, actually. And then these little scrapers, rail scrapers. So this thing actually was maybe the first thing I knew we ever needed years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Good, we got the rope, and this is this guide with the little felt pads. I was surprised none of this stuff was very expensive, with the exception of this thing. It's a new fangled muffler, and I'm hoping it's better than the old one, because the old one it's actually the only thing we'd ever replaced, because it actually just fell apart. Okay, let's go install this stuff. This thing looks a little sad, kind of cold and lonely.
Kind of looks like it wants to be left alone till spring.
No way. We're gonna give it some love right now.
So what are you gonna work on first? Ooh, the muffler.
Yeah, we'll start with the easy stuff. Just changing the unwashed sock. Oh. Yeah, there's the old one. We literally did not change this filter for
15 years.
Like, I'm only showing you this out of humility, right? Like, I'm not proud of this. It's supposed to have like wrinkles in it. Oh my goodness. Okay. This feels like this one improvement might be one of the most valuable. Filter complete. And suddenly the mill can like breathe. Alright, goes like that. And that's probably tight enough just to stay there on its own.
Nice. You got it
Bam.
all installed.
Done. Okay, should we do the rope? Let's make sure it's long enough because we got 2 bed extensions on here. It's been a couple months since we went through this with Murph, so I forget most of it.
Okay, I'll tie my end in here first.
Okay, I'll tie my end in first too.
What?
Dad?
Oh, brother.
Great. Okay, you gotta untie your end and fit it through here.
What?
Dad.
Yeah, it's got a little knot.
Oh, Dad.
So you need this knot undone? It's just kind of frozen.
Just cut it.
Oh, you
What?
could just
I would
cut it.
never cut rope.
Dad, just cut the knot off.
I hate cutting rope.
It's like 2 feet of rope, Jeff.
I know. Says the girl who doesn't have to buy a rope around here. This is like not gonna come out. You know what? I'm gonna cut it.
Okay.
Well, this will be actually a handy little piece of rope to practice tying knots in the house. Once it thaws out. It's gonna be so great. You know what we should do? We should tie the knot at that end, like tie the knot here first, so that there's just a little bit left over, and then
Yeah,
the excess
that's a
can
good
be over
idea.
there. All right. Why don't you head to the other end and just retie
No way,
it?
that's your end.
I'll wait here and hold it.
That's your end.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
How
yes.
smooth is that?
I think that's gonna work great. Oh, interesting. I see what's happening here.
Hey,
There's
you're
a
bending
big
it.
felt under here.
Yeah, we took it off before, remember?
I don't remember anything from 2 months ago. For the first time in my life, I own a ratcheting wrench. Thanks to Abigail. Merry Christmas. Now, did we order these bearings?
Yep.
See all that ice right in there?
Uh-huh.
That is like gonna crush the battery. I don't know, it's not very good. So this, we can fix this though. We just gotta take this all off, bolt some holes through here, put a drain hole in here, and then it's gonna look like $1,000,000 and it's gonna work. Okay,
Nice.
new belt on that side. Get on that side, and Julia got these bearings off. Can I see it? Did it tap out pretty easy?
Yes.
So now do you need to go back and tap these ones in?
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
This looks like more than just a belt replacement.
No, this is the belt replacement, but
Why is it like this?
well, I can't get this belt out. It's stuck in there.
So what do you think? Gotta take the wheel off?
Just gonna take everything off. Hey!
Are y'all done?
Just about. No, we left all the tricky stuff for last though.
That's the fun stuff.
Yeah. So everything's frozen.
Yep.
So you just loosen this off and pop it out.
Okay.
It's frozen.
Oh, I like the new muffler.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Okay. Me and Dave did that together. Now you get that bearing off. It's okay. We like working in impossibly difficult low light situations. Yeah. Can drive that bearing off. Oh, no, you can't. Because it's holding up the thing.
Right. So yeah. So I'll hop in the tool caddy.
Okay, you tool cat. I'll
drive
do
it
this
off.
again. Okay.
Whoa!
There we go. There we go. We gotta move this before she lowers it.
There.
Okay, have her lower.
Right.
Got it.
Oh, that rolls.
Wow.
Real nice.
So you're
That's
able
on.
to replace the one but not the other
Yeah, so we're gonna have to revisit that other one.
when it warms up.
Yeah. My goodness. Ow! Oh,
Wow.
a real bite out of it.
Hey.
Okay, why is it so hard to go on here? What's going on? So this is a challenge for us.
What's that?
Getting to replace the drive belt, which does need replacing. Like, it's in rough shape.
Right?
But we gotta be able to get this thing off. And that's actually
The problem.
proving to be a pain. It does work in the meantime. So we will just button it all back up and then give it a test. So we do have a pretty special thing to mill once we get this buttoned up.
Yeah?
And I can't tell you. It's beyond description.
Whoa.
But I can show you.
Oh, it's so close. Oh. Get it? Nicely done.
Oh, we don't even need an engine on this thing.
Just need a Dave. Awesome.
Cool. We should test it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, we dug up the receipt, and 113 plus 1366, basically $1,500. But that included $424 of blades. So this was really like $1,000. Now, in fairness, I'm probably gonna go ahead and order that lifting shock thing, because now that I'm thinking about it, besides being bent, it definitely is harder to wind up. We just haven't noticed it, but I think it's time to replace that thing. So call it $1,400 for 15 years. If you want your girls to help you in the wintertime,
You better keep us warm.
you're gonna wanna get them a pair of insulated coveralls. We got these Carhartt insulated coveralls from Cabela's, and do you like them?
Yeah, they're sweet.
Do you love them? Yeah. Okay, we are gonna test this mill out, and I have high hopes. But besides that, we're also gonna show you the coolest thing you've never seen milled before. Here we go. Okay, there. How did that roll? Yeah?
Yeah.
Like a dream?
Yeah. Like melted butter.
Right on. Let's look at this. It is about a 1/16 all the way down. It's like paper, hey? It's like a scroll.
Yep. Just gotta roll it up.
Okay, let's leave it on here and do our thing. So you all know you can mill great big timbers with your own wood mill, but something you don't see too much or hear much about is milling incredibly thin little veneers. And we've been using these thin little veneers. They're amazing. Stick around, we'll show you what we make out of this stuff, and I think you're gonna love it. That is amazing. Like, this is a precision instrument. Look at this, it's like a deck of cards. Well, how'd it run?
Great.
Come on, don't lie for the camera.
Did great.
It did do great, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it's just the lifter thing that's hard now.
Yeah, we'll replace that shock thing. Anyways, it ran great.
Yeah.
The muffler didn't rattle. The rope didn't bind up. It rolled smooth.
Yep.
Oh man. Okay, I promised I'll show you what we're using this veneer for. Okay, here they are. My stack of veneers. Do you know what I'm gonna use them for? They just snap into tiny little ready to catch fire little kindlings. You don't gotta split them with an axe. You can just split them with your fingers. That was one little piece. I'm pretty sure yesterday we cut 380 of these.
Should last us for a while.
a little bit, yeah. It's like paper and kindling all in one.
That's awesome.
So there you have it. We abused the Wood-Mizer forever, and with just like a little maintenance, it's running like as good as ever. If you like the Wood-Mizer, which like I think we all agree, there are some other videos of us using it. In fact, this one is the girls building their house, and they do some milling, and then we build some cabins. Check them out.